before knows you don't move unless you find Gina Willis, so I apologize, that's on my fault. I just needed to find Peter Dunn, and I found him. So, in accordance with Article 7 of the bylaws, I call to order the 2022 meeting of the members of the Missouri Athletic Club. I want to do a few quick introductions. I don't want to be too long because I know why we're here tonight, but I want to say that I'm proud of the class that came in last year. They are extremely passionate and they care about the members, so if I could please have them stand. Carter Alexander, Mark McClanahan, Sherry McLaughlin, Mark Niemeyer, Neil Perryman. Thank you all for your selfless service. Now I get the exciting job of making sure that everyone's aware of who the new officers are. So I'm going to start right. Exciting! So in case you haven't heard, we will be having a new president sworn in May 19th, and his name is President-elect Brent Waymer. First Vice President Tracy Beckett. Where's Tracy? Second Vice President is Justin Fowler, and he is unable to be here tonight. I know he's very sad. I've already received text messages from him. And our treasurer, Steve Ballard. And our secretary, Chris Sling. Best of luck to you all next year. I'm excited to see everything that you all can accomplish. Now I get to introduce my class. We've been together for 3 years, and I have to tell you, it's been an amazing 3 years. I'm so proud that I got to serve alongside of these people. So without further ado, I'm going to start with Treasurer Matt Gross, who could not be here tonight. He's stuck on a plane, so he is not happy. Our Secretary, Duke Niederhaus. Our Second Vice President, Julie Arling. And our First Vice President, Aaron Pollitt. I would just like to thank my class for their selfless service. 3 years is a long time, and Aaron's double duty is a very long time, so thank you for that. I think anyone who knows me knows I hate the spotlight, but unfortunately part of tonight I get to introduce my cousin Nathan McKean, who's going to give a little bit of a talk about me, which is very awkward for me, but I chose Nathan to give a little background because we are extremely close, and I'm greatly appreciative for his support these past 3 years. So with that, Nathan McKean.
In the hallway and he's like, congratulations, you're gonna get like 5 to 10 hours of your month back. It's gonna be great. This is what happens when you're old and can't read. So good evening. I guess Wally, governors, past presidents, and guests, thank you for coming, and thank you for allowing me to have the honor to speak tonight on behalf of my cousin, President Mingus. Get a little tighter. Yep, you got it. So the one thing I love about publicly speaking at the MAC is I usually get to spend a few minutes to talk about me. And what I want everyone to know is that even though Greg Beekman chaired Angie's original campaign, it was my substantive role as the chairman of the Victory Committee that really pushed it across the line. Right. Because the mission was accomplished. It wasn't just to get her elected, but it was to get her elected with the most votes tallied. Mission accomplished. These past 2 years, especially this past year with Angie as president, I do have a rather demanding and exciting day job. I do have a separate identity, but here at the MAC, it's really my pleasure to be known as Cousin Nate or Angie's Plus One. These are titles that I treasure and I cherish. I'm I'm going to mix in a few quotes tonight, maybe a few personal, colorful commentary, and call out a few of the things that President Mingus and the board have accomplished this past year in particular, but overall. But first, I've got to quote an individual, another legendary governor, who's known as J-Mo. Yeah, you know it. But first I got to take a little bit more credit too, because when Ange got elected to the board, I called my shot and said she'd be the first female president of the MAC. So I got this email this morning, and here's the quote. While a governor, Angie Mingus recognized early on during planning committee meetings and membership meetings, there was much improvement needed for messaging and a need for clear branding strategy, not only when recruiting new members, but also to existing members. This was right in her wheelhouse, and the immediate need was real. She jumped on this, blazed a trail that should be followed for the foreseeable future. And being the first female president is huge, and the role model she has been for all of us, but especially young family members of our club. Thank you, JMO. Next quote's from another legendary former governor who gets to go by Beeks. I would describe Angie's leadership style as collaborative, inclusive, decisive, and visionary. She was the most active and engaged president that I can recall. She attended almost every event, large and small, every committee meeting, and many club within a club meetings. She's also incredibly kind, considerate of the club staff at all levels. The fact that she was the first female president is obviously a huge deal, but sometimes I think the focus on that diminishes her accomplishments. She's just a badass and one of the best presidents the club has had since I joined. Next, with the help of some insiders, just a handful of accomplishments that the board and President Ange have accomplished. After President Lett's amazing leadership coming through COVID, obviously everyone got the club back to normal operations and all of the staff on board. And a round of applause to all of the amazing staff at the MAC. Membership instituted a cap of 2,500 and hit it. Marketing and branding, develop strategies to enhance member engagement and experience. Expand member recruitment opportunities, increase the visibility and the reputation of the club within the community. Ange identified and engaged with key partners in the community, including the Urban League, stlouisyouth.com, Urban Golf of Greater St. Louis, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Lou Chaffetz School of Business, and PCs for People. The club has also created a new vision and mission statements and implemented best practices for strategic planning. Capital improvements, renovation of the amazing Jack Buck Grill. Renovations are starting on the 1903 dining room and patio, major security and safety upgrades at both clubhouses. Financial stewardship. Created a cash reserve for the club and implemented a strategy to eliminate the club's underfunded pension liability. And lastly, and this is not insignificant for those that know her well, I believe she's gotten through her term without actually throat punching anybody. There's still time. Personally, I just want to add a few additional words about my cousin because I've known her my whole life, and everything that she does full out. Degree in marketing at Mizzou, an MBA at WashU. She graduates college. In bold ways, she moves to Atlanta, does the Olympics for CBS, doubles down, moves to Japan, does the Nagano Olympics, comes back home, enters a fully welcoming and inclusive club called Anheuser-Busch, and becomes the first and youngest brand manager who also happened to be a female. Everything that Ange does, she does full out. And I am just incredibly proud of her. But I'm going to close on one additional quote because this touched me. My wife and I went to a Blues game with Ange and Emily McCartney. And the next morning I got an email from Ange that said, "This makes me so, so happy." And here it goes. "I would like to express my loyalty to who you come across to me as. I like you in a professional way because even in a position of power, you are humble. I don't look to nor want to be tipped for making sure our president is taken care of. I do this because of you. You treat us as human beings in your position of power, and that's more than any tip you could ever give me. Please don't feel you owe me anything. Your personality, humility, and kindness as a person is all the tip I need to serve our president. I will always look out for your best interests. Sincerely, Stan, your shuttle driver." Ladies and gentlemen, that's the definition of servant leadership. And I want to raise a glass to my cousin Ange. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Mingus, President Mingus, your gold card.
I think that email had to be one of my proudest moments because I've always been one to believe that the staff is part of this organization and they have done nothing but be supportive of me this year. And so thank you, staff, for all that you do. You mean the world to me. Now let's get on to the fun stuff, now that we're done with that. Peter Dunn, may I please have the election results?
It's my privilege to present to President Angie Mingus the certified results of the 2022 election to the Missouri Athletic Club Board of Governors.
Okay, I'm so nervous. I'm so glad it's not me again. Like, for you guys that have run multiple times, I am so impressed. Okay, let's go with the total ballots cast. With 1,140 votes, the top vote getter, Tim Maynard. Congratulations, Tim. The second highest vote getter with 869 votes, Jody Peterson. The third highest vote getter with 854 votes, Jeff Weimer. Sorry, I have to congratulate them. It's just me.
Nice hair.
So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a big hugger, so deal with that one. Next up, with 846 votes, Gary Sextra. Okay, and our fifth new board member with 799 votes, Tom Dankenbright. To all of the candidates, thank you so much for your time. I try to communicate past couple of weeks to all the candidates how important service is to this club. And everyone has given it their all. Every single candidate was extremely qualified for this position on the Board of Governors, and we appreciate everyone's service, including everyone who served on the campaigns. And with that, let's get a picture of the new class of Board of Governors. But it's always been open, so enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you, everyone.